In the past, I have settled for things that I shouldn't have settled for relationships, for friends, for jobs, for other things. And I settled because I didn't believe hard enough that what I want exists. I didn't believe hard enough that I could actually get it. And by settling, I ended up in bad relationships. I ended up in bad situations with people, with friends, all because I settled, especially in relationships. I settled a lot, especially my last one. I just ignored every red flag and just continued to get to know the person. Continued. I stayed, even though the red flags they were just getting bigger and bigger. I stayed, and even though that relationship wasn't long, it still dragged me down a lot, especially mentally. So I had a lot of lessons to learn with friends too. There were a few times that I settled and I kept getting this feeling that the vibe just wasn't right. It just wasn't right with these people. Like we wasn't matching. We didn't have much in common. But I still stayed. I still stayed in that friend group. Not for a long time, but I stayed. And in the end, it cost me. I got hurt. So all I'm saying is, you know what you want. I know what I want. I already have it in a relationship. I wrote down every single thing that I want in a person, and I have it right now in my relationship. I didn't settle anymore. I told myself that I'm not going to settle. If I have to stay single for a long time, I will stay single, but I'm not going to put up with any nonsense. I'm not going to ignore red flags. I'm not going to do none of that until I get exactly what I want. And I did. I did. So what you want, it exists because you exist. In relationships, in careers, in whatever you want to do. What you want, it exists. But I think most people settle because they don't believe it could happen and because they are scared. So they just settle. I would hear some men saying that they would describe the type of woman that they want, and eventually it's like they would just settle with what they get, with looks, with all of those things. You just settle. And I think it's sad with some people with the job that they want, with some people with the friends that they want. But all I'm saying is, because you exist, every single thing that you want in this life, it can happen because you exist. But you really cannot settle. Settling is a no. You can't settle, because if you settle, you would not get what you truly want. You would not get what you truly desire.